You know, I'm just saying, take care of yourself. I got in 2 or 3 miles before I got over here. Had my smoothie. You know what I'm saying? Straight pineapple and
Shout out to
kale.
Larry June.
Yeah.
I see.
You know, you got to, because a lot of times it's easy. A lot of times, especially if you're on the go.
Yeah.
Not to get your fruits and vegetables in. You know.
I had a smoothie phase, and I kind of fell off to my own fault. But I need to get back into that
because I don't like.
I used to have like one a day
like that. But if you mix it with pineapple and blackberries, that's all you taste is the pineapple and blackberries.
I used to have
just be careful if you're gonna juice a lot.
Yeah,
you got to be careful because there's a very high sugar content
Absolutely.
in juicing.
Yes.
So if you are prone to anything such as like maybe diabetes, maybe keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, it's helpful to switch up your greens too. So if you're doing kale. You want to switch to like spinach for a little while, go back to kale.
What does that do? Do you know?
Well, they say that something about the acidity in certain types of greens. You should just switch it up to balance it out a little bit.
Never heard of that.
That said, all of these things are better than starting your day with chicken wings.
Man,
hey, people be having lunch for breakfast.
Lunch for breakfast,
you know,
dinner for breakfast, even.
You know,
I just bought $30 worth of gummy bears. Does that count?
Hey, get it how you live.
I mean,
man.
technically, with different fruit flavors.
Yeah,
are they vitamins at least?
No.
Do they have a little shot of vitamin C in them?
Nah, they're
straight sugar.
They're sour. The Haribo.
Oh, those are good too.
Yeah,
they're super fire.
Y'all hear about the? So evidently, there's some sugar-free gummy bears on Amazon.
How does that work?
That give you really bad poopy problems. So if you eat them,
so maybe that's a good thing for people. That
if you go in there and look at the reviews,
I see
like
what you
people
did.
are literally
clean you out.
Hey, people on there are like, I was eating a lot of gummy bears and they all came out same way they were going in.
Oh no!
Oh
Crazy.
no!
Maybe they should chew them.
Some horror stories.
Well,
don't do that.
This is the thing.
Don't do
like
that.
corn.
When you try, like when something says sugar free or like a lot of
that probably has aspartame.
That's
in it.
what's it replaced with.
But the thing is, a lot of times when your body doesn't know what to do with something, like some foreign substance, you know what it does? It turns it into sugar. So
Or the poop.
Yeah. But so like, you know, you can see something and be like, oh, this is healthy because it doesn't have
I just don't
sugar
care.
and
I
it
don't
has
care.
this it has this replacement for. I was like, look,
why can't we be healthy, Lone?
you just you know, you got to watch, even if it seems like healthy, you know, like when you try to eat like meat free and it's something that's got like, it's like a burrito, but then you look at the salt content.
Yeah.
And you're like,
you substituted the beef for the beans, and the beans is full of salt.
Yeah, and one of the craziest things that I've seen, like, and this is
That's
once
actually a
again,
good point.
you know, getting back to just, man, read the labels, because, you know, I used to like the Campbell's chunky soup,
A lot of salt content.
and like literally 90% of all the sodium you're supposed to have in a day. Maybe it's not 90%. Even if it was 70.
Yeah, it's a
70% of all the sodium you're supposed to have in a day.
Was it one can?
Is in one can.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Same thing with just, you know, you think, oh, I'm just get some chicken noodle soup, you know, some chunky soup. No, it's because it's, you know, you got to preserve something in a can. And a lot of things that have heavy preservatives in them have a high salt content.
Chicken noodle soup is good though.
I know, but like,
It's good for your soul.
Yeah, unless you made it at home and hooked up some
I've
chicken.
never really been a big chicken noodle soup fan.
Fire with grilled cheese. I'm sorry.
It is.
I'm with tomato
Fire.
soup.
Tomato soup is if you're gonna do a grill.
What?
You
Really?
dip the
I'm
grilled
more
cheese.
I'm more of a
Chicken noodle.
I
all
think
the time.
I think it's this is pretty much the competition. It's either tomato or chicken noodle, and I'm team chicken noodle.
I'm
personally.
I'm team chicken noodle.
Because I don't want
Facts.
tomato
tomato.
soup with anything else. You know,
that's it.
Tomato soup is trash. Let's get that
not
out
with
there.
grilled
Calm
cheese.
down.
It's not.
It's just like red water, man.
That's all it is. That's all it is. It's red water.
They got
No, it's not.
little tomatoes in there.
You know,
I mean, you gotta season it
you know
a
it's
little
good if you
bit.
get a
Just saying.
Put a dollop of sour cream in it.
Ew, I don't like
Put
that.
a what?
A dollop of sour cream.
Okay.
It was good though. It's good if you get a
Dollop.
good New England
Fancy
clam
on
chowder.
Oh,
I was at a restaurant, which I'm not going to name because they don't pay us.
Thank you.
Had a real good bowl of clam chowder. That's like their specialty.
Or like a broccoli cheddar soup.
Now that's good.
That's always key.
What's
But
up,
Long,
David?
I'm with you on 100% with the grilled cheese, fam. It's got to be chicken noodle. 95% of the
Tomato.
time.
Have you ever had grilled cheese with Texas toast?
Yep.
Yes. That's an experience.
Have you ever had?
Oh God. I know how you looking at me. Go ahead.
The answer is you probably never had this, but have a Texas toast grilled cheese sandwich
Okay.
With a hamburger.
with a hamburger in the middle and some bacon.
I haven't
What?
done that, but it sounds pretty amazing.
Oh
So
my
you-
God.
wait a minute.
You trying to die?
I'm not. That's why I'm trying to figure out why you want me to have a super burger or whatever.
This
it would
is
be.
like a sandwich you should have in like your 30s.
I actually
Or 20s.
I seen that sandwich
20s.
on one of them food truck shows. They was making a sandwich like that where the buns were 2 grilled cheese sandwiches
Oh my God.
with
the buns were 2
I've done it.
grilled
Yeah,
cheese
man.
sandwiches.
I've made it multiple
It
times.
looked like a good time.
It probably was.
I can't
It's good
try
for
it.
you.
though. Yeah.
Especially if you have like if your grilled cheese are super diversified and you have a bunch of different types of cheeses in them.
Multiple
Oh.
different types of cheese.
Cheddar,
Wait.
cheddars with mozzarellas, maybe some Munster in
Munster,
there.
yep. Munster is a good binder.
Just so I make,
Yep.
just for clarification,
That's,
let me make
that's where
sure.
I go.
So Texas toast, grilled cheese sandwiches on the top
And the bottom, both.
and the bottom,
Yeah.
and then there's the actual just burger in the middle between that
Yeah.
with bread on it, like the bun and
No,
everything.
man.
No, man, why would you do
I'm
that?
literally
That's
just
why
said
I
that
didn't hear
the
that.
buns were grilled cheese sandwiches.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
that. I'm sorry. So
You
That's
did
a
hear it
lot
'cause
of
you
carbs.
repeated it.
that's a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what you
It's
talking
still
about.
a
so
lot
that's
of
my fault.
it's still a lot of carbs, but yeah, no, just
No, I'm cool on that. I ain't
But-
about to pass out.
I might eat half of one day.
It's
I
wild
ain't about
how
to pass out.
it's wild how Americans eat like we have an adequate healthcare system.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, he dropped the bar.
Or,
right
or
there.
I'm
like
sorry,
it's, or
and we
like it's
don't.
not expensive.
like you see the stuff that like not like people. Sometimes people eat fair food and it's not the fair is not in town. They just
Man,
They just
fried
eat like that.
Oreos. People
You
be
know.
at home cooking up fried Oreos,
Hey yo, you
posting on Instagram talking
yo.
about some yum.
Jay
Like, you
Moore,
probably shouldn't be eating that all year long.
Jay Moore, are you judging people that walk around eating funnel cakes? Like,
I mean,
Just off
you
GP?
should if it's not the fair and you just be like, man, let me get home and hook up this funnel cake. Some powdered
See, I
sugar.
still, even when I go to the fair, I don't indulge in those crazy fried Snickers bars and stuff.
No,
I
I'm
get like a
cool.
turkey leg
I get
or
turkey
like
leg-
a
fried
corn
pickles.
dog.
That's about as far as I'm gonna go. I'm not
Yeah.
getting
Bro.
fried butter and
Nah.
whatever it is. People,
Only
Yeah,
thing
look-
fried that I'll get is like generally like an elephant ear or something like that,
that's
Yeah,
where
that's
where I
okay.
stop. Yeah, I stop after elephant ear. I'm
or
cool.
a funnel cake.
and the thing is, like, I've had some of the stuff, but like I'm 45 years old now,
Yeah, you
and I
don't
just
want
got it.
that.
I've had what was it? Bacon, chocolate dip bacon.
Nah,
See,
nah, you trying to
That's
pass
not
out?
Because
much.
you got first of all, you have to get you just can't get no Hershey bars. You got to get good chocolate, the expensive chocolate.
He trying to pass out.
And then get the bacon fried, kind of hard. The salt with the savory and the sweet,
yeah,
it's a good time. But I'm telling you right now,
It's a lot.
if I
I'm
had
scared.
that, like
I'm cool.
one of my feet might start tingling. So
That's
I need
what
to.
I'm saying, bro.
they got a burger place in Vegas. It's called like Cardiac Arrest or something.
Yes, I've seen that.
and like you have to sign a waiver before you buy some of these burgers.
I'm too old to go to that.
I'm too old to go to
Too
that.
old.
Yeah, I'm too old to go to that.
I don't want to go there.
too old.
At
I'm
all.
too old to eat a quarter pounder with cheese at this point. I'm not doing it.
Mm-mm. No, I need to.
Get you
Or
back-
the equivalent.
I need
from wherever
fresh
sells
access
something
to a
like that.
hospital just in case.
Smooth Hoover said, "Big Mama, your arm." That diabetes.
Yo,
She said, "Just get some butter. I rub some butter on
Like,
it."
what was that supposed to help?
Hey,
Big Mama?
that's an old Southern thing,
So
man.
yeah, but they lived in Chicago.
I mean, but Big Mama from the
Well, from the
South.
South,
She
yeah, the
definitely
Great
from the South.
Migration. I know what it is. I
she
know what
from
it
the
is.
South.
Jay Moore, I can't see you being like, yeah, let me get a stick
She
of
had
that
the
fried
sugar.
butter.
You know, I didn't know that diabetes was called diabetes until I thought
You thought it was diabetes.
it was
Sugar.
the sugar.
You thought it really?
I thought it was
That's
just
how we-
called the sugar.
That's how we grew up because it run in my family. It was like,
Man, I remember my mama told me because we had a older cousin
Yeah.
that had got the sugar.
Yeah,
And she had to get one of her legs cut off.
it's a real thing.
So I always was kind of afraid of sugar. I'm like, well, if I eat too much sugar, I might mess around and get my
the
leg
sh-
cut off.
I might get the sugar.
Get the sugar. I didn't know it was called diabetes until I was
I thought
probably
it was,
in health class in 7th grade.
I thought it was diabetes because of Wilford Brimley.
Yeah,
Wow.
commercials.
I always post his meme when it pops up on my feed just because I love seeing his face and it having diabetes written across
Yeah.
the bottom.
This
of it.
man said fried Kool-Aid. Is that a real thing?
It is.
Oh my god.
No,
It
it's
shouldn't
not.
be.
It probably is. Y'all seen the Kool-Aid pickles? Where they have a pickle jar and they put the Kool-Aid in the pickles.
You know what?
Why
Sadly, I
would
did see
anybody
that.
do that?
Lone is bothered. Lone is bothered by this
People
concept.
do some crazy stuff. In the neighborhood, people used to literally get pickles and stick a peppermint
peppermint,
down
yeah.
the middle of it
See, I heard-
and eat
I
them
know
both
that
at the
What
same
is the
time.
fascination with pickles? You just like phalluses in your mouth? I don't get it.
Phalluses?
Wow.
All right, that's where we going.
I mean,
Jay Moore don't even know what to say. Like he's staying out of this one.
Leave it all alone.
Leave that alone.
Leave it all alone.
I'm not saying me.
Of course, he's like, I mean, not me, but
No, I mean, I don't like any of that. That's why I'm saying, what's the fascination
Well,
with
you
putting...
don't like sauce, so
No, but a pickle
pickles are good.
Good for you.
with peppermint?
I mean, it's a
Don't forget
it's a pickled cucumber. So you're getting your
I
vegetable
don't know,
content.
man.
Oh, there was a place
I
that's
don't know,
no
man.
longer open, but there was it. It's one of those things where if you saw it on paper, you're like, why would anybody eat this? And I had it, and it was so good.
See?
It was a burger that had peanut butter, jalapenos, and bacon.
Ah, you talking about Scotty's?
Yeah,
You definitely was about to pass out.
Yeah.
I mean, I was younger.
Rest in
Oh,
peace
okay.
to Scotty's.
Yeah,
Wow.
crazy.
Scotty's used to have good wings too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would.
They
What's,
did.
what's crazy? I
I
would
think
go
that's where I
there.
met Terry at.
Yep.
I would go there before I went to coaches.
Yeah,
I'd go
that's where me and him met each other at
Scotty's
one night.
Cross some
Okay.
coaches.
I met Terry after walking 6 blocks. He's like a white walker.
Hey
Y'all
man,
came
that
to my
Chicago
crib.
that Chicago wind blow so cold.
Is that when you met Terry?
That's the first time I met Terry, and he had to get warm first. It was that cold.
Hey, it was stupid.
Y'all did a nice 6 blocks walking to my crib.
No.
I'll never forget that.
Like
I don't-
the hawk.
That hawk was out.
What they call it.
Yeah, it was definitely out that night.
Because
That
I
was a bad
was
situation.
I was walking in Chicago one time. I just had to get to catch my little mega bus to come back to town, and got off the train and like it was so cold. Like I dipped into like a Subway in the morning. I said, let me just buy 3. I felt like I had to buy something.
Yeah.
But then I got back out. And it was so that wind off that water.
I stayed right by the lake.
I was like, am I crying?
Yeah, that wind is different.
Like that's how cold it was. I think I started crying.
Bro, I stayed by
it'll
the
bring
lake.
him out. It'll bring it out of you.
You probably didn't even know you were crying.
I did.
It just comes
You get in
out.
the house and you got white streaks going.
Yeah, it was
down
bad.
the back
It was
of your
bad.
face.
Definitely had rough mornings staying that close to the lake.
Ain't no way I could do it, man.
Beautiful city in the summertime.
Yeah,
But
summertime I can, but man, Chicago in the winter is the pits.